polls have closed as of 5 p.m. local time, but if people are still in line waiting, they have the right to exercise their right to vote. And that was made perfectly clear by the president of the TSC, Salvador Romero, who just gave a press conference down in La Paz. I'm up here in El Aldo, but he made sure to say that the tables must continue until the last person in line casts their vote. He also highlighted the peaceful attitude of voters today, and he said he wanted to highlight the atmosphere of tranquility and serenity that has prevailed in the country despite the atmosphere of polarization here. And he said that he urges that for this attitude and behavior to continue in the next phase, which will be the vote count, which begins right now. The official vote count has begun right now. And he also he mentioned that anyone who observes the vote count that they're at their polling stations must know that they can photograph the tally sheet, and that is allowed, and that sort of thing is generating behavior or transparency and trust in the system.
So, Camila, we know that the Bolivian Supreme Electoral Court decided to scrap the quick count system hours before the election. So, when can we officially expect results?
It's going to be a few days until we see the full result. And so that's something that, as well, the president of the TSC has made clear that people must exercise patience for several days, that it could take until Wednesday. And President Evo Morales has spoken from Buenos Aires, urging his bases, his supporters, and the supporters of the mass ticket Luis Arce and David Choquehuanca to also just stand by and be patient and not allow provocations to get to them and not allow violence to break out here in the meanwhile, as it could be a few days.
What can we expect to happen in the coming hours? And have any of the candidates made statements so far?
None of the candidates have made statements so far. They're all going to be gathering at places like campaign headquarters and awaiting the first official results. So we are getting official results immediately, but they're going to trickle in very slowly. And those results will include some of the results from the exterior, which was voting, all through the day as well. Some of the votes that are in Asia, for example, had closed a while back, and there are other places such as Argentina, which are on the same time zone as us here in Bolivia, and we'll be looking forward to those results because, of course, Argentina is where the largest number of Bolivians live in the exterior.
Camila, we thank you so much for that important update, and we'll get back to you throughout the day. That was Camila Escalante in La Paz covering these important elections in Bolivia.